Indica in this context is about the balance I30T, which is provided for various platforms on the TradingFinder site. From this section, you can access the Cator band on the TFLab site. Additionally, traders can study this page to understand how Indica works and operates. Access the Cator band, execute Cator, add Cator bands. It draws balance ranges based on a pattern. Select Cator, add bands, searches and draws ranges. First candle in second channel, third candle overlaps first, range from first to second candle, 0% to 100%. When the dictator is executed, it finds balance ranges. The first candle is marked as 1 in the second channel. The third candle penetrates the second channel and overlaps the first. Range from first to second candle. Third candle may indicate future support or resistance. The third candle, which is located within the body of the second channel, penetrates into our second channel and overlaps with our first candle. By identifying this range is drawn for us from the highest level of the first candle to the lowest level of the second candle, showing levels from 0% to 100% to better understand the extent of the penetration. We can analyze the penetration of the third candle into the second channel and its overlap with the first candle based on this value, which may likely play a role as support or resistance for us in the near future. As we can see here, it has acted as support and has pushed the price upward. We can analyze the third candle's penetration into the second channel and the first candle's levels based on this value, which may likely play a role as support or resistance for us in the near future, as we can see here. It has acted as support and pushed the price upward. Unlike the FG and IFG ranges, which are secondary patterns, the first candle's lowest and the third candle's highest prices are involved. A gap suggests a future price move to fill it. Alternatively, a range between the first candle's highest and the third candle's lowest prices indicates a similar move. In contrast to FG and IFG, hopeful balance ranges either fill quickly or remain unfilled after price movement. For example, in this range, there is a range between the highest price of the first candle and the lowest price of the third candle, where the price is likely to move in the future to fill that range. Unlike the FG and FG hopeful balance ranges, they either get filled quickly or do not need to be filled after the price moves. For example, in this area, the mid-level balance levels are plotted for us, and then we see that the price has a 50% reaction and then makes a downward move in the settings section. In the input section, there are two options available for us. In the first part, you can adjust the type of identification and drawing of the hopeful balance ranges. With this option activated, there are 4 modes available for us to choose from. If we move from the top down with the Safe NC, Defan Safe options, it becomes stricter in identifying and drawing the hopeful balance ranges. The closer we get to the top, the less strict it is compared to our 4th option, and by deactivating this option, it automatically identifies the desired ranges by default. For example, by selecting the Define Safe option. The closer we get to the top, the less strict it is compared to our 4th option, and by deactivating this option, it automatically identifies the desired ranges by default. For example, by selecting the Define Safe option, it removes relatively unreliable ranges from the chart and identifies the ranges that have more credibility for us. I return to the default state, and the next section is the multi-time frame, which you can activate with this option. You can set it from 1 minute to monthly, providing balance ranges in these time frames. In the current time frame, it will display, for example, if I select the 15-minute time frame while we are currently in the 5-minute time frame, you can set the balance ranges from 1 minute to monthly. These time frames. In the current time frame, it shows that, for example, I am selecting the 15-minute time frame while we are currently in the 5-minute time frame. And we see that displays these ranges for us in the 15-minute time frame. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this dictator tutorial. We would be happy if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.